Crooked Fanny playing dirty tricks in the courtroom. She always picks, and in the rules she'd know it, but I won't let her get under my skin. Down in Georgia, where the blues run deep, crooked justice, a secret they keep. But I see through her lies, I see the truth. Gonna make her pay for what she do. Fanny's got a reputation to uphold, but her tactics are shady. Story untold, she thinks she's clever, but I'm on to her game. I'll expose her ways and put her to shame. Crooked Fanny playing dirty tricks in the courtroom. She always picks, and in the rules she'd know it, but I won't let her get under my skin. Down in Georgia, where the blues run deep, crooked justice, a secret they keep. But I see through her lies, I see the truth. Gonna make her pay for what she
damn StreamYard phone. Let's try again.
Fanny's got a reputation to uphold, but her tactics are shady. Story untold, she thinks she's clever, but I'm on to her game. I'll expose her ways and put her to shame. Crooked Fanny playing dirty tricks.
All right. Yeah, this will be interesting. I can't get my in-ears to pair with the phone all of a sudden. It's been working all day, but not anymore. Hello, folks. Hello, folks. Oh, this will be interesting. Hello, and for you who might remember, my luggage is gone. Somewhere between Amsterdam and Detroit, whatever's. Yeah, still haven't gotten it, so no recording equipment, so doing this by phone. And yeah, this will be interesting. All right, but welcome everybody. I have invited a bunch of people. I have gotten replies for some, waiting for replies from others, so hopefully everything will be all right eventually. I even given Kat, not Williams, access through to my StreamYard. So if she shows up, she is also invited. We can start putting things up for you to watch. Why? Let's see. No, it should not be. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, trying, folks. I'm trying, folks. Yeah, I'm still in Houston. I'm going to be here until the 12th when I travel to New Orleans. But you are not here for that specific. We are here to talk more about the Young Thug trial and what happened this week. And oh, Woody was back on the stand, and Woody was Woody. Now, many, including myself, tried to guess what is Woody going to do. What will Woody do? And I don't think anybody predicted correctly. I thought that he would say immediately, "No, I'm only plead the fifth." But thank you so much. Thank you so much. I pulled some of the light fixtures into here where I am, and yeah, hopefully better. Now the sound I can't do anything about. The echo you hear is because I'm in a combined living room kitchen. Now let's see. We got ourselves a first guest. I hope to everything holy that this don't result in an echo everywhere. There. Add to stage.
Echo, 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 echo. Hi, Nick.
Hey, how you doing?
Welcome to America.
Thank you. Thank you. I haven't been here since 1998, so it's been a while.
That's been a little while.
Yeah, folks in the chat, tell me if there's an echo.
There's a little bit of one, but it's not too bad.
Okay, because somehow my in-ears that has been working all day now doesn't want to pair with the phone.
So, no, you're doing great, Nick. So how are you feeling? You tired yet?
No, I mean, I'm somewhat good. Yes, I have my weird sleep pattern. I sleep 3.5 hours twice per day. So I don't know. I'm not that affected by jet lag because it's more or less just the other sequence of my sleep pattern. So I'm doing quite fine. Now, I have to ask, Sean, you read Josh Whitaker's denial. Tell us what you really feel.
Oh, the YSL denial? Yeah, well, that's the thing. After I did that last night, I'm like, I was hoping I could get some of these attorneys on my show, but I'm like, maybe they won't want to since they got to go deal with that judge. But I'm like, you know what? I'll say what they can't say.
Yeah.
But yes, it's very much, it's like asking Lot to go find honest men in Gomorrah, and apparently he can't find one right now. So
yeah. Now I can connect you with Doug because I talked to Doug via Twitter DM and.
But I would get the idea he doesn't want to hang out with me when I'm like, this judge is a piece of shit, and she'll be like, I take offense to that.
I don't know what she will do. But I understand. I mean, during the break, yeah, sure, the attorneys went out of their way, and then, did you read the motion from Prosecutor Love, where she asked the judge to tell the defense they can't go to media and talk? And
no, I didn't see that yet.
No, that was last week, I think. And the judge said, yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Well, I do like the one spot where she sat there and asked Love, like, are there any other Brady issues? And she's just, you hear nothing for about 30 seconds, just dead air. And it's like, the fact that you can't answer that with, I do not believe so. Oh,
yeah. I mean, and just a few days later, they have a meeting with a witness.
Another meeting.
Investigators, everything. Nobody took down notes. So
that's the third ex parte, right? Or the third meeting with
not with the judge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so not an ex parte. It's just a prosecutor's meeting with a witness, and the witness attorney talked to Attorney Shard.
Yeah,
and Attorney Shard stood up in court and said, Your Honor, there might be Brady, because the prosecution had a meeting with a witness and its attorney, and information may have been shared that we need to be a part of.
Yes.
And nobody took down notes. So she has
Well,
nothing
it
to
wasn't.
say.
It wasn't a critical stage again. It's different now. Which that makes me want to vomit that she did that. That was disgusting.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Startup Lab. Welcome to USA. Have a drink on the chat. Cheers.
There we
Cheers.
go.
You know, I found this local beer here. Now, it's a bit difficult to pronounce. I think it's almost Spanish or so. Source. This is local, isn't it? Or I don't know.
Let me see here. What? Coors.
Oh, Course. Yeah.
It's Coors Light, the silver bullet.
Yeah.
Are you?
And I
Were you
also
joking,
have-
or were you? Did you
I
not?
was
know?
joking.
Oh, just
I
making
was
sure.
joking.
Got to get some yellow
Yeah.
jackets though. Got to get the Coors original.
Okay, but I also have a special appearance from the Karen retrial.
Nice.
Red Solo
And
Cup.
where are you at right now?
I
What
am in
state are you
Houston.
in? You're in Houston. There.
Texas.
I mean, you are set to go with a solo cup.
In with the evidence.
Now you know what you could do. You could do flip cup for donos.
The who, the what, the when?
Flip cup. You could do flip cup for super chats. So what you do with flip cup, you take so you'll drink your drink, and obviously you got too much in there, but get an empty solo cup. Grab one. Okay.
Okay, well, I have a few.
Okay, well you just need one for right now. You just need one for right now. All right. I'm teaching people some. Just you grab one, and I assume you're sitting at a table, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna take the cup, and I'm gonna use this one as an example. If this is the edge, if this is sitting on the table, you're gonna make it so it's like halfway off the table. Okay.
Yep.
And then when you're there, you're gonna take your hand underneath it, and you're gonna flip it. And the goal is you're gonna try to flip it so it lands on the table like this. And you don't flip it hard. You'll get it.
Is this supposed to be easy?
It's not easy, but once you get the hang of it, you learn it. But it gets better because you do what's called a race, and you'll have like 4 people on the side of a table, and you got to chug your beer, and then you have to flip the cup, and then until your cup flips over, the next guy can't chug his beer and flip his cup, and it's a race. It's a quick way to do a drinking game. You'll get the hang of it. You get the hang of it.
Now I had because I also have mini solo cups.
Oh,
so I
that would be tough.
For
there you
a
go.
super cup.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is local.
That's good.
Yeah, so this is Sweetheart off the rodeo bourbon. Cooper family whiskey from Fayette County, Texas.
Yeah.
And since we have $50 there on it, now I would prefer if you do it via PayPal, because then I get access to that. Because for you who don't know, my luggage is still gone, so I have to buy new stuff. And I had to do a bit of forced upgrade on my car.
Anyways.
My rental car, and that was fun because I only have a debit card. They add, okay, then we need a $500 deposit on top of what we paid. Yeah, but you will get it back within 48 hours once we do the credit check. Guess if that has been returned to me.
Oh, I'm sure they'll get right on that.
Yeah.
Also, here's an example of flip cup, by the way. This is a guy showing it. I promise it's YouTube friendly. It's on YouTube, so
I'm on phone.
Oh, you can. Okay, never mind then.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'll send you the link so you can see it, and when you meet people, you can challenge them to this American game and beat us at our own game.
I'm good at beer pong.
There you go.
The sniffy thing.
Okay. Oh yeah, beer pong is great. You do beer pong with Everclear in the cups. That's the real fun.
Oh, Sadie Nash is in the chat. Oh, wait. I can at the stage. Oh, cool.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay. So here's the guy doing flip cup. We don't need to listen to him talk. Anyways, yeah, here's flip cup. Boop. You got to get it. There you go. See, you got to land.
Oh, that. Okay, I did it the other way around.
Oh, I'm sorry if I didn't make that clear.
No,
But yeah,
I did
anyways,
it
you got to flip
this
it.
way.
And
Oh, that way.
yes. Oh, did I make you think it was the other way around? I'm
Yeah.
sorry. My bad. There you go.
So
But now you got to figure out how to get your camera set up for doing. You can figure out a way to make that chat game.
No, but I have pinned the PayPal because if people would be so inclined to support, because about a third of my fund money went to deposit and wardrobe and stuff. So I'm starting to be kind of low on fund money. Now, I always say this, don't give what you don't have, but if you were so inclined to this Viking from Scandinavia, yeah, let's support this channel. So if you would be so inclined, I wouldn't mind at all. But thank you for the super chat. It is so sweet. So I will actually try out this. But while I do that, talk more about the Young Thug trial, because we are actually here to talk about the Young Thug trial, at least the first hour or so, or until half of this is gone, whatever comes first.
Yeah, the whole thing pisses me off to high heaven. But at the end of the day, I shouldn't be surprised. It is the government protecting the government, and like they do that it shouldn't be surprised to anybody.
No.
I know Sarah Boone had a hearing today, and I'm going to be covering that in a little bit. That's going to be interesting. And then, you're just so we don't confuse the two of you, the other Nick on LawTube, not you. The other Nick.
I'm the other Nick, the one with criminal charges. I do not have those.
Yes. Yeah, we're going to be going over, because it got released last night, is the transcript of Guardian ad litem. I think it's interesting given what he said last night and then what we see in that today. It's like I got some comments on that. So we'll be looking at that tonight. That's like at 9:00. So
okay. Yeah.
And yes, Karen Reed had her pre-trial today. Heard that was interesting. So I'm probably gonna watch that tomorrow.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And then we've got now the British Metropolitan Police are threatening that they'll try to extradite people who because in Britain you can live chat the police and tell them stuff's going on, report crimes. So Americans were going in there and just trolling them. They were saying naughty words and that you can't say in Britain, and the police are acting like they can extradite people. And the way the British and UK extradition treaty works is it has to be a felony offense in both nations, and all these speech laws in Britain might be a felony, but here they're not. So
yeah, but folks, UK have gone full 1984. It is absolutely ridiculous.
Ooh, you got there?
Yeah, for the nicotine pouches.
Oh, okay.
The last ones, because those about 10 of these in my luggage. And I'm in Texas. Texas has a fun tax on nicotine products. Yeah. So I have bought a few others, coffee flavored. $7 for this. Hold on, I'll show you.
For a tin. Wait, it's cheaper. It's cheaper in Sweden to have dip.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Mads, I remember Count Dankula. Mads is saying, does anybody remember Count Dankula as Nazi dog? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Mads, this is 100 times worse. Oh.
And this is the American version.
Yeah.
I mean, look. This cost $4. $7. in
Gotta get that
Texas.
dip slap going.
Yeah.
We gotta get you a tin of Skull, and you walk into Matt Surrey, just flap, 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 flap with the dip.
Young forever. I want to see Nick lightly toss his hair behind him like a Pantene commercial.
There, I can do it too. There we go. Yes.
Like that.
Perfect. and Mads, I agree. The UK's been off the rails, but they're getting worse. So.
Oh, it's getting so much worse in the UK. I don't want to go there anymore. Because, first of all, they are the most surveillance cameras per capita
Mm-hmm.
in the entire world, and they still don't get crimes down. Isn't that weird? It's almost like crime moves no matter what. And instead now they have this morality laws that no, you can't use these words because especially not against the government. And it's so insanely stupid. Hi Christine, hi Young, Tosh, Startup Lab. Oh, thank you. Startup Lab sent. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. $50. Thank you so much. Thank you for fun money. And yeah, that's cool. Oh, that sound. Another one, yeah. This is a panel show and a little bit of a grifting stream because Papa Viking needs fun money. Now, I want to show folks a little bit. I went to a store today. It's called Miller's Hats. And I bought something. It's in a big bag. Now, the store clerk who has been there since 1824 said, that looks good on you with the hair and everything. But, I mean, you never know. So, let's hope I get... Which way? Which way? Oh! Is this how it's supposed to look? I don't know. Folks, you tell me. Did you freeze?
Hold on 1 second.
So I'll leave it to the chat to tell me if this goes good. Yeah, it's backwards.
I don't know about you. Well, I was about to say, it does seem like you're backwards there. Yeah, that looks better now.
Okay.
Oh, you run like high. You run really high sides. Okay.
Yeah, I asked, and there was a woman.
No, I like it. It
there,
looks
and...
good. Yeah. No, I'm just saying because everybody wears theirs a little different.
Yeah. Now, if this was 1980s, it would be like this. But yeah, for those who remember the 1980s. Okay, looks great. There you go. Yeah. How many X's? Yes, with yellow suit. I didn't bring the yellow suit anyway, but luggage is gone. I had this red camo smoking jacket, but that's in my luggage, which was in Detroit. I have that confirmed, and they would. Hey, it's going to be on the next flight to Houston yesterday morning. But yeah. Yeah, it's not yesterday morning, and so well, we'll see. But I said if it doesn't get to this address where I am before Sunday, you have to send it to either to New Orleans, and if you don't do that, you might as well send it back to Sweden, and I will pick it up back home.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So because after I am only a day in New Orleans. I am 2 days in Atlanta. then maybe 2 days in Knoxville, 2 days in Indiana, and then 4 days in Michigan. But yeah, with Dave and everything.
So are you have you gone to Matsuri yet, or are you just still getting kind of settled in?
I'm settled in, and my knees are kind of killing me. Arthritis and high stress levels are a bad combination. So
Okay.
yeah, we'll see.
And your luggage can cause that.
I mean, and it took me 28 hours instead of 16 to get from Sweden to United States, and from door to door. The flight from Detroit, the flight from Amsterdam to Detroit was 2 hours late, and I had a 2.5 hour layover in Detroit.
In Detroit, did you guys get shot at on the landing?
I don't know, but whatever happened in Detroit, I had to make it easier for me. I asked for assisting when between gates and stuff.
Yeah,
and that asshole dropped me off at the wrong gate.
Oh,
So not only was I late there, I almost didn't catch the flight from Detroit to Houston. So, but I did a complaint, and yeah. Somebody
well, glad
said,
you made
"Please
it.
say, giddy up." Okay.
There we go. Well, I hope you feel better soon, Nick. Hope you feel better.
Oh, definitely.
Besides,
Yeah,
they got stuff down in Texas. You can do a little, or you can even eat it, and your knees will feel better.
I wish I could, but there was new in the workers' court, or whatever you can call it. It's the highest court for workers, and even trace amounts can make you lose your job.
Okay.
So the union lost that one because our argument was it's on holiday. If you get back and you do your job, who's to care? But that guy was what you call it, randomly selected.
Oh, I'm sure it was random.
Yeah, randomly selected after a weekend in Amsterdam. He was randomly selected for a drug test, and he had only trace amounts. And he said, "I tried a cookie." That's all he did. But no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, when you mentioned stress, I have heard if you use cocaine, your ability to handle stress goes from here to here. So another thing you can do.
Well, it goes out of the body after 24 hours and not even trace them. Yeah, no. I'm high strung as it is.
I'm just saying. I've been told it helps. So, but no, I'm glad you're here safely, and I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. And Nick, I'll definitely probably see you again before you head out. But enjoy your stay here in America.
Oh wow!
Remember, don't talk to the cops.
Thank you, Mary. $250 via PayPal. Wow. Thank you.
Ooh, going to the strip bar tonight.
And from Tanya, $100. You guys, stop! I was expecting 52. I mean, maybe a combined $100, but here you go.
Nick's not eating. Nick is not eating McDonald's tonight.
Oh, I went to Whataburger today.
Yeah, what did you think? I've never been there.
The size is good, and remarkably, because I heard a lot about in the United States, it's being so costly. Now it costs roughly what it costs in Sweden, but it's twice the size. So I don't mind, because I'm used Sweden, the social democratic communist light paradise. Yeah, you are now at our level of cost. Congratulations.
Yes.
We.
Oh, that makes me feel better.
Let's
Yes,
not-
it's not completely bad. It's just bad.
Yeah, we don't get killed anymore if we disobey the government. But
That you know of.
they wish they could.
Yes.
That's Sweden for you.
Yes. Not for lack of trying.
Married. Not for a lack of trying. More daily. Judge Whittaker is say what now? Duplicitous.
Duplicitous. Meaning she's being sneaky.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. I think well, guys, remember, she's a judge, and the judiciary is a branch of government, just like the prosecution. The government, and I've said this before, guys, the government always likes to help the government. Otherwise, they wouldn't be very good if the government didn't help itself.
Yeah, but these rulings, and now I'm getting to more and more grasp what we call it, the liberal thing is in the judiciary, how to interpret certain statutes or federal statutes and stuff like that. I'm starting to understand what that actually means. It doesn't mean leniency towards the defense or leniency towards the statute. It means let's fuck this up for the defense and the defendant.
Yes. How can I read this in a light most favorable to the state?
Yeah. And now I wasn't surprised by her decisions, but the more information she got, I thought she could have gotten there with ease and say,
she didn't want
this
to.
and this and this. Yes, I understand, but the cumulative effect, and I have no other choice. That was what I was hoping for, but no, they get to watch a fucking video. That's their punishment, the prosecutors.
Yep, they're getting told, don't do it again.
Yeah, the defendants got a combined extra year in jail during these 2 months. And the prosecution go watch a video about something that is law school year 1.
And the way it should have happened is like in Alec Baldwin's trial. The judge should have said, I don't care. You fucked this up. So you know what? Trial's over.
Yeah. And remember the Alec Baldwin? That was one
That's
piece
how
of
it should have been
braiding,
done.
Not even important for the trial.
Yeah, and it was just the last straw.
Yeah. And how many last straws have there been in the Young Thug trial? I mean, the last straw was pre-trial. I mean, and then it just got worse. It is infuriating. Absolutely infuriating.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you have guys like Brian Steele willing to go to jail for all this. And then we get to Judge Whittaker, she's like, oh, none of it mattered in the end. It's like, you know, I always hate the idea of courts where it's like, well, you could fix that later on appeal. And it's like, you know, that's easy to say when you're not the one who's ever going to be facing the appeal. Oh, it's okay, fight later. It's like, you're not the one having to deal with this. But this is just, it's the banality of evil.
Yeah, and Mr. Steele is out on bond.
Yeah.
That's not been concluded by the Supreme Court yet. It might even be that he has to spend these 20 days in jail anyway. Because I don't think so, but...
Yeah, he still could, theoretically.
Yeah, because the Georgia Superior Court cannot rule it moot because it's already on the table of the Georgia Supreme Court.
Yes.
So he might. Oh, it's infuriating. And the way he punts it up to the appeals court, I mean, that's so spineless. It's so spineless. Cheers. Oh, seriously, this is good stuff. And you can tell it's family owned because the labels are a bit crooked. So this is really, they are doing this more or less by hand. People, support local good stuff. This is Sweetheart Off the Rodeo Bourbon by Cooper Family Whiskey from Fayette County, Texas. Support your locals. Sunshine, it's not illegal to be in a gang or to know gang members, although it's not a good idea. But I haven't seen any proof of RICO. No, I mean, it's allegations backed up by gossip. That's about it. And now they are using really old plea deals in order to prove stuff. But I mean, for me at least, plea deals is when the government overshoots you to the absolute limit and then says, just sign this paper and you will have a 2-year probation or 5-year probation. Of course, people will sign it. Many people will sign it. And now 10 years later, well, you admitted to this. Yeah, but I didn't think 10 years later I was risking putting my friends away for life because of it. And that is why I absolutely hate plea deals. And that's there she is. Hey!
Hello.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. I hope I don't have echo and stuff because I don't get my in-ears to work all of a sudden. But
Welcome to switching technology in different countries. It just goes haywire.
Yes.
How do you like my new hat?
I love it.
So, hey, Kat, do you know how to play Flip Cup?
Yeah, of course I do.
Okay, well, I was trying to teach Nick to play Flip Cup.
Oh, well, welcome to America.
Yeah. So, I said though I have to get going, guys. So, I do need to hit the road. Nick, welcome. Hope your travels are fun. Hope your luggage catches up to you.
So do I, because
Knock
I
on
have
wood.
the recording equipment and everything.
Hey,
and
if you don't, you can Temu will ship you everything, and if you need clothes, Goodwill is like the fancy spot in America.
I got $100 voucher to get clothes. The rest I have to submit submit receipts, and then they approve it somewhere down the line and send it back to me somewhere down the line.
All right.
I have no idea when that is, but I have read horror stories.
Oh, it is a pain in the butt. It's a pain in the butt, but you'll get through it.
Do you really need 5 pair of underwear? No, we only acknowledge 2. Yeah.
As long as you stay on top of it, they generally will comply. You just have to hold their feet to the fire.
Yeah. What is that U.S. Disability Act of 19?
The Americans with Disabilities Act, the ADA.
Yeah. Can I threaten with that since I am technically disabled?
Are you disabled under Swedish law?
I do have the permit for parking.
Okay, then you probably would count. There might be a way to leverage that. Yeah. I don't know though specifically.
Yeah, but I don't want to be fucked up more by the rental car company, so I will do that on the last day when I return the car.
Definitely, I would if I were you. So, and Kat, I'm glad you liked my comments last night.
Oh, it was so good.
I like I said, I'll say all the things they can't say and probably want to say. So
it was great. It was much needed. I was like, I'm going to rest and relax. And then I turned on Sean, and it was the middle of you reading it. So you were like, they're all corrupt. Just bulldoze the whole building. I'm like, this is the best relaxation ever.
All right. Well, and I'm going to reach out to you because we're going to try to do some stuff next week. All right.
Really good coming times.
Up. So, Nick, take care again and enjoy your night. And good. See everybody.
See you. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Here, close to my time zone now. I think we're like an hour apart. I think Texas is 1 hour for me.
Yeah, Texas is central. I don't know.
I think so.
But it is currently 5:40 p.m. here.
Yep. Okay, 1 hour. So this is definitely different. You're not like, it's 2 a.m. and I'm still awake. And I'm like, oh, I just got done working.
Yeah, but apparently I can hear you, and the echo is not that bad for the chat, even though I don't have my in-ears. But I'm still in an empty room, so the sound is what it is. Yes, it's okay. It is Central Time.
When you buy
And I
new
can
clothes,
do
you have to hang them on the wall, soundproof with the clothes you have to buy.
Yeah, they're telling me to buy wife beaters and camo.
Oh, you'll fit right.
Hey.
It'll be great.
Oh, I mean, I have the size of an American, I guess. So as long as I shut my mouth, I can pass for an American. Oh, okay. Cat. I haven't seen all of what happened this week, but I've seen a bunch of it. Would you understand? Did you expect what he did? Well, we saw it together, didn't we? No, we didn't.
Were you on at the same time with? Well, he made 2 appearances. Remember, he got on there at first for just a short bit, and then he got back on again for like 10 minutes, maybe. And most of it was Whitaker talking.
Yeah, I saw it, but I don't remember if I saw it on your show or just if I saw your show. I did not. He kind of surprised me because I thought for sure that he would plead the fifth immediately once he knew that, oh, I don't only have to spend jail time for this trial.
He'll wait till Monday. Why would you do that when you could at least have this weekend? Why would you give yourself up? Because Whitaker might say there's no need to take you into custody today, but another judge could say if you plead right now, we'll hold you in contempt right now. So why not keep your 4 or 5 days? Or 4 or 5 days?
Yeah, I mean, he can grift some more via Instagram and his channel and everything.
He'll probably do a 20v1.
Yeah, talk to wife and kids and saying Daddy is going away for a few months, because now this is no longer a 2-year or a 5-year. Now it's what is it, 9 less than it should be concluded. What's the time limit the judge said?
She said April. She was saying 30 weeks. She said March, April.
Yeah.
So
spending the winter with 3 meals a day, I don't know. But what I do know about Woody, he isn't scared of anyone or anything. So, but what got him coerced into testifying was the time, in my opinion. When they
because it's unpredictable.
said, "Oh, you're going to be here for forever."
Yeah,
and now
it seems like he was fine with this trial playing out with Glanville running the calendar, the clock, but not the extra indefinite, how many even more like co-defendants trials, how's that going to play out? But I think they're going to have the same issue. And Love was very quiet about it. She kind of mumbled it, but she mentioned she wasn't sure about the reliability of Zachary. And then she switched the order. She suddenly, yesterday, after she's supposed to have everything in order, they go through the Zachary statements. And as soon as they're done with the redaction, she's like, well, we actually want to call Sledge before we call Zachary. Well, why didn't you tell us this morning so we could at least guarantee? Because if we didn't get Sledge's statements done, and we have to call Sledge on Monday because Woody doesn't want to testify, like, hello, like, talk about last minute. Yeah, the evidence cup. Yeah, that's the flip cup cup.
Hold on.
It's the best one because it's not as easy to flip the clear plastic cups.
Hey! Yeah, you can't see it. I can say, hey! Anyway. On the flippy cup. And thank you to Cecilia for $25 via PayPal. They have been so generous via PayPal. I told them the story about lost luggage and everything, because that took care of about 1/3 of my fund money for this trip. But now
the other day I thought they contacted you about the luggage. Was it just a waste of time? They didn't even have an update for you?
They contacted me and said, the luggage is in transit from Detroit to Houston. That was yesterday. It's still in transit from Detroit to Houston. I have no idea where it is or if it's even in. I don't know. Yeah. No. Yeah. The things I miss from it is the laptop and the actual microphone and stuff like that, so I can actually stream and bring up and everything.
Yeah.
The rest is just clothes. I mean, I did pack just for this weekend because I said, well, underwear. I can pick up underwear by the pound on the way. I can visit a Walmart, buy 10 packs of everything as I go along. I mean,
Dolly!
Dolly!
Someone reach out to Sarah Boone and find out.
Where is it? Where is it? You can pull up these as well because you have.
I know, that's why I did. I hovered over it to look at it, and I saw the plus sign to put it up on the screen.
Yeah. Where is it? Somebody says.
It's like a slightly scroll up.
Well, you can find it and pull it up yourself because you have access. No, you do. Oh, there it is. Is it true that Sarah Boone has?
You know, her hearings haven't been the worst. They haven't been the worst.
I must admit that I think she plays stupid to get more answers. I think she might surprise us at trial. But then again, all the prosecution needs to do is play her videos. Yeah.
I did a poll the other day in the chat, and I asked if people who they thought would win, like, attorney sparring. If it was Adrian Love or Darrell Brooks, and the chat voted 70% in favor of Darrell Brooks.
Oh, I mean,
it was a good time. I'm sure some people didn't know who Darrell was by name, like just in a poll, they didn't remember the name, but they just voted because it wasn't Love. So, you know, there's probably a slant with that, but still.
Oh, I mean, in the end of this year, I'm going to have a best of 2024 or worst of 2024 stream. And I mean, it might be quite a long stream because this trial, Jesus Christ, I mean, yeah, I don't know where to start. But thank you, Cecilia, for PayPal. And
you have cheers. A tiny shot one too? You got the whole set of solo cups?
Yeah.
Everybody put the American flag in the chat.
Yeah. This is for big evidence and this is for small evidence.
You're going to come back, if they don't get your luggage back to you while you're in the United States and you fly back with the things that you've collected in America and you're just like traveling with a carry-on with 2 red solo cups. These are my souvenirs from going to the States.
Yeah, but here's the thing. How am I supposed to get this bag with the hat, this cotton? I mean, I can also wear the hat.
Are you in an area with like the Amazon Prime, like 2-hour delivery window?
I have no idea.
Some areas in the United States, especially like metro areas, have like a 2-hour Amazon delivery window for a lot of things. Like some have expansive warehouses, so it's not just like a tiny limited selection. That could be handy.
Okay. I mean, I still need to get this from United States back to Sweden somehow.
Well, Sarah Boone doesn't need her suitcase anymore, so.
Yeah, I can have an extra suitcase. I do have a Florida PO box, so I can send it to that PO box and then send it over a bit cheaper. Because sending things from the United States via the normal stuff, I mean, that's not cheap. I mean, I think I got quoted because I tried to buy a cane from the United States about a couple of years ago, and that alone cost me more than the cane, and that was like a $200 cane. So I didn't.
They're also suggesting you have to go to a Stop and Shop so you can get the Stop and Shop bag to go with the evidence cups.
Oh,
Stop and Shop is
Yep.
pretty nice. They're open late. They're open, I think they're 24 hours. Maybe it's not all of them. I think they are, though.
let's see here.
I think that's like part of their brand.
So,
I forget the main grocery stores in Texas.
there are a bunch of stores in Houston, but I have one on the way on the 810 in Port Arthur. I think.
Oh, they said no Stop and Shop there. Oh, so you is it actually a Stop and Shop? Make sure it's not like a convenience store named like Stop and Shop.
No, it's a okay. It's Stop and Shop grocery store at Washington Boulevard in Port Arthur.
That's close.
So-
They're a pretty good time. If you need like late night food.
Yeah.
And everyone's
let's
saying
see
this is
here.
a HEB or HEB or
Okay, let's see.
oh yeah, you got to go to Buc-ee's.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's because that is along the I-10, so I would definitely go to the Buc-ee's.
But
Yeah.
you're driving, right? You're going to be hitting the road.
Yeah.
So you won't miss
Yeah, I'm
Buc-ee's
driving.
because they'll give you a billboard sign like a bunch of times before you miss it.
Yeah, but I've been driving for now a couple of days here in Houston, and the GPS is very good at telling me where the drive-off used to be. Now use the far right lane to the exit. Oh, thank you. I'm in the second to left lane because you told me to be there.
That might be the thing
So I've
when
been
you're in
dri-
Atlanta. Because Atlanta
I've been
recently
driving-
redid a lot of their ramps around the highway.
I've been driving a lot, but once you get outside of the city center or downtown Houston, it gets a lot easier. But I mean, down the inner circle driveway, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Well, anything in a
Absolutely
circle, people forget how to drive. So
Yeah.
they're like, what do we do? What do we do here?
Now, what else happened of import? Well, Judge Whittaker denying all of the things, and I still say her.
And she didn't address
punishment-
Doug Weinstein's biggest issue. How's the jury going to
No.
forget? She didn't touch on it. She just repeated the chunks from Shard's motion, the same paragraphs, and like
Mhm.
pasted them in whatever order, but forgot the really distinct point.
Yeah,
And she has a
And-
solution to it. So I don't know why she didn't address it in the written argument, because she could just say, look, we're going to poll the jury. So that's curative. But I don't know why she didn't put it in the response. It seems like she rushed through it.
yeah. I mean, I had hopes the more information she got, especially when the prosecution started lying to her as well, that she would actually find. But I said this early on that if she can't go to the extremely high bar of with prejudice, she
Mhm.
won't do it. And somehow she didn't get there. But looking at the Alec Baldwin, I mean, she could have easily gotten there. And one of the hopes I had that she would get there is that she has been on the short list of the Georgia Supreme Court for quite some time. So, but as Sean said, the judges are still a branch of the government.
Yep.
But she did contradict Judge Krause's finding about the ex parte, which in itself is an appellate issue.
Yeah, that's true
So
too.
that-
You pointed that
that-
out because I thought the motions contradicted themselves a little bit with how they characterized at
Mhm.
first she's like, it was only about the immunity order and his understanding of the immunity order. But then the next motion was like, it was about other things too, but the core subject matter was something else.
Yeah, The core subject matter and what was it? She did say the core subject matter was the immunity and how to curate that or whatever's. But it was so much more in that ex parte meeting that went above and beyond in a critical stage information that should have been handed over to the defense.
And she specified on the record every time she was saying it. She specified on the record. So her motion didn't really address the off the record, except for a footnote saying that Long was more credible and said something that Kayla Bumpus didn't. But the solution there would be to call Hilton.
Yeah.
As a witness.
No. Yeah, exactly. But she didn't, because Hilton is on vacation conveniently. That
Giving
was an
Connie
issue.
award.
Oh. Yeah. Now, I didn't see today's hearing regarding the Fannie Willis and the DA's office embezzling money from the state and the federals. It was today, wasn't it?
I only saw the first half, and largely it was like a pool of feedback from DAs across the state. So it wasn't that hyper focused. I didn't end up watching the second half yet.
Yeah, but what is good there is that this might actually result in some kind of legislation that keeps the district attorney's office more accountable for embezzling money. I mean, I saw an article which I retweeted about Atlanta, the fire engines, the fire trucks are so old that
that's not good.
More or less a quarter of them are always in the shop being repaired. They are so old and so run down that it's not up to capacity. And for me, that is money. They have the Fulton County had to allocate from somewhere needed to RICO trials. I mean, this trial alone is a $10 million trial, at least. How many fire engines can you buy for $10 million? A lot. They are about 120,000 each.
Yeah,
And
fires are scary too. Firefighters, fire trucks save lives. They're good for the community. Like, what's the trade-off of taking money to prosecute 6 people? And I'm sure some of that money carries over to the investigations on the other co-defendants. But how much? Because we're losing photos from APD. Did you catch that yesterday?
Yeah, I caught that. Your the step off.
I have the insider.
Good. Oh, that was good. Amazing. Yeah. If you still have that link to the auction, post it.
Yes, I do.
And if you have the actual picture and stuff like that, show it to the people. I mean, there's 260 people here right now. And folks, Kat had this amazing sketch artist that during the stream, she did an amazing sketch of Attorney Steele. And it is now up for auction.
Sorry, I retweeted so much today. I'm like scrolling. Okay, wait. So this is the link. Oh, wait, hold on. That's the link to the tweet, not the link to the listing. Hold on 1 second. Okay, this is the link. And
oh yeah,
this is YSL Steele.
When you do it.
This is YSL Steele.
Yay!
Wait, zoom in a little.
And she did that.
She chose the green.
90 minutes or something like that. Yeah.
She did it faster than Love could make an argument.
Nosy Rosie, watch my paper. It should be pinned on the top of the chat. Let me check if it's still there. Dun, dun, dun. Dun. Yeah, it's pinned on the top of the chat. It should be still be there. Peace Peony, member for 14 months. Wow.
14's a great time. That's a long time.
Love, love, love the hat. Hope you're enjoying Texas. I am. I mean, I came here on a real down. But I mean, I've been to Whataburger, I bought a hat, I visited Walmart. I mean, and I have some stuff left to do, and because I like to try one of these back alley Mexican food stuff. And so if you have any suggestions, DM me on Twitter or X, whatever it is. It is.
Just say both.
What?
I just use both names every time I say it. Like, I can't get used to calling it X, so now it's Twitter or X.
Yeah. And yeah, so DM me suggestions for these real authentic, because I'm used to the Santa Maria fake spices stuff. So I would really like to try that. Taqueria Cancun number 6. I have no idea what that is. But thank you, Blake Andrews. Whataburger has great chicken strips. I had the Whataburger, a double Whataburger cheese and bacon menu. And I paid like $13 for it, which is the same amount I buy a Big Mac and Company for in Sweden. And the menu was quite a bit larger.
I haven't had fast food in so long, but this sounds so good.
Now, I kind of want to try the In-N-Out, the Popeye. The thing is that we don't have over there. And so I really, yeah, I have a lot of things to do. But I have a few days to do it because I'm driving through the United States. Next, I will be here in Houston till the 12th, which is Sunday or Monday? Sunday.
The 12th is Monday. The 12th is Monday.
Monday. Yeah, so I will be here. Well, I will be driving out of Houston on Monday then. So I still have Saturday and Sunday to do stuff here. And then I will go to New Orleans. The lead attorney. Kat, can you send him a link?
The lead attorney. I'll paste the link. The lead attorney, you got to suggest where Nick should go eat when he's in Atlanta.
Definitely, because I will be there on the 14th to 15th. And I need places to visit. I have the hotel and everything done. Yeah, lead attorney, link is in the chat. So if you wouldn't mind, I've tried to redirect to him, but
I knew it was coming.
Togo. Okay. Now I'm going to have one more of these Source beer.
Oh, that's kind of American. That's pretty American. Do they even make light beers near you? Pardon my ignorance, but are light beers like an American thing?
No, I did actually buy craft beer, but I'm saving that for tomorrow for my road trip channel. But I will
not while you're driving, right?
Not while I'm driving. No, not while I'm driving.
Yeah, I think light beers are, I mean, maybe they're spreading, but that has to be an American thing, right? Like, it seems very American. Oh yeah, the 30-pound blanket. Oh man. I need a weighted blanket. I think that would actually be nice. Oh my gosh,
So,
you're like locked and loaded.
Yeah, I got some craft beer. I got the Ziegenbock Texas beer, local brewery.
I would not have guessed that was a local Texas beer.
I got Shiner Orale, also from Texas.
That one I would say I would guess was from Texas.
And then
That
I
looks
got
fine.
this St. Arnold's Art Core IPA also from Texas. So, but that will be on my Swede tries American craft beer on my N.Starow road trip channel that I will be doing those. But here it's Source in a red solo cup.
That's the proper way to drink Coors, I think. If you want to get the good old American like party thing going down, it's got to be in the red solo cup, not from the can.
Yeah. Now these craft beers, a co-worker of mine is a proper beerologist or whatever you call it. The most obscure things he will try or he wants to know about. So I've been sending him pictures of the things we have here, and he said, you have to try that and you have to tell me because these
you got one that he doesn't know.
I've never seen in Europe. Yes, he's a drunk. Beerologist, drunk, potato. He once, on a barbecue we had earlier this summer, he said, you're not going to believe this one. And he cracked that one open. And I got the smell, I think it's the proper word, or the scent of smoked fish.
Oh, like
from the beer. Yeah.
I mean, did he use it to cook? Was he using it for the food?
No.
Oh,
No,
I would have.
as he did, because the most obscure, weird stuff.
Yeah, I would have barbecued the chicken with it. Like, you don't have a grill? We'll just use this smoky flavored beer for the sauce. It'll make it seem like you grilled it.
Charcos, I can remember when Coors was illegal east of the Mississippi. What? How old are you?
And why was it? What? Like, specifically just Coors?
I have no idea. I'm European, not even only European. I'm Scandinavian. I'm not only Scandinavian. I mean, I can trace my heritage to this small little village that existed in the 12th century. So, yeah, 1,000 years of Scandinavian inbreeding here. I have no idea about American history. I know that 1776 is an important year. Have no idea why.
It's just a cool looking number.
Yeah. And with size the hatch, as long as I keep my mouth shut, I look American, apparently.
Just say you're practicing your like method acting for your role, and that's why you have an accent. Make them think you have a practice accent, and that's not really your real accent.
Yes, I'm an actor. I'm preparing for my role as a Swedish cowboy. If he goes to Buc-ee's, he will never make it out of Texas. Yeah, I've heard
he'll get lost inside.
If you have an RV or a caravan, you could live at a Buc-ee's parking lot for the rest of your life. You have everything you need at a Buc-ee's. That's what I've heard.
There's actually a good amount of RV parks in Texas. You'll see them when you're driving.
What? No cirrhosis says, Nick, you sound very American. Some people don't even speak English. Okay. Okay. I do think there's a Texan accent because I've heard it. I was in this complex I'm staying at. They have this gym at the first floor, and people here are training in it. So I asked the front desk, these are real buff guys and girls, and apparently some local athletes actually live in this building. So
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, I have no idea who they are, but let's just say at 6'4" and 280, I'm not that big in because I've been sharing elevators with, I assume, basketball players.
Oh, they gotta be taller than you then.
Yeah, I've been walking around because I've heard from you guys and from the chat, oh, you will be a giant in Texas. And here I am looking up. Okay, what's going on here?
I'm pretty tall for, I'm
on this-
5'9", so like, I'm pretty tall for a female, I think, but
Oh yeah.
like, you would still have,
mean,
you'd be like, you'd be off screen if you were
Yeah.
sitting right next to me. Yeah, I was thinking
that's the
this.
thing
You're
with-
an extra on the Rust set.
Oh, I am bad guy number 4. Yeah, I did actually apply for one role, and that is as an ogier in the Wheel of Time show, but I didn't get it because I have the size for it, and with some DeSantos inlays, I would be 7 feet tall.
It would be cool if you could
Let-
like sneak your way onto an American game show while you were here. Just like you show up on Wheel of Fortune.
If anybody here have connections, I'm all up for it. Oh,
I wish.
I'm
That would
going
be
to
so
show up.
great.
oh, what's that absolutely amazing show with that guy with a mustache? Family Feud? No.
Oh yeah.
Two families.
That would
should
be
have
fun. We have to get a group
YouTuber.
of we have to get a group of people on each side. A YouTuber one.
You do. Because I love American pro wrestling. I mean, I watch it when I have the time for it. This is one of the things I've been searching for here in Houston, a pro wrestling show. Apparently, not that many. They are more up north in Texas. And for comparison, I'm the same weight, but a tad taller than Brock Lesnar. So, for you who know who that is, well,
We get some wrestling stuff in Orlando a lot. I feel like the same. You could probably look for events in Atlanta, and you might be able to time one.
oh, yeah, because I will be there for 14 and 15. I will be driving in early in the morning, as early as I can from Montgomery. So, and then
Or maybe like a preseason. I don't want to make you go to a Falcons game. Sorry to any Falcons fans in the chat, but a preseason, you could do a preseason NFL game. Go see some American football.
oh, that
If
would be
they're
fun.
doing
but-
like their preseason at home. Let me see.
Yeah, but I told Doug that
They're playing. They're
we
playing
would
right
have-
now.
Okay.
They're
I
in
told,
Florida
Doug
actually. They're playing the
Weinstein-
Dolphins.
Okay, I told Doug Weinstein that I would like to have a drink and a talk with him once I get there. So, but he will
guys can go to
probably be
Fogo.
quite busy that next week. Legal mice. Oh, geez, I have no idea what that is in actual money. He says I'm in bed dying. There's no way I'm going to make it on the show, but that is a solid choice for a hat. Have one of those myself. You join the crew. Lorex always pays his debt.
We're gonna say the
Nice,
W
thanks.
with a line through it. It stands for wow.
Yeah.
Wow, 150,000
Jeff
something.
paid 150,000 wows. I have no. That's Korean currency. I have no idea what that is in Korean currency, but it's a red mark. So thank you, Jeff. Thank you so much. Yeah, Jeff when I spoke to him earlier today, before going to the Miller's hat, he said, if you don't buy a hat, I'm going to be very disappointed in you. And so I did. And he said he would reimburse me up to a certain amount, and I got a bit above that, but I assume that is somewhere in that region. Thank you so much, Jeff.
Don't
Thank you
remind
so
him.
much.
Just be like, oh, are you going to reimburse me for the hat? Just ask another time.
Yeah, I will ask him tomorrow. When are you going to reimburse me? Yeah. But let's just say the PayPals I got today paid definitely for the hat. So thank you. Oh, Jesus Christ, there's more.
Woo! You
Another
gotta fly to
$10
America and lose your luggage more often.
from Kiwi Lane. Thank you so much. And that I read. That, oh, I didn't. That I read. Let's see, did I read this one? Yes, I did. Did I? Yeah, I now read that one. But I'm a bit behind regarding the PayPals. So,
Boop. I love that noise.
yeah, it's the best noise in the world. A proper cork. And cheers.
Did you see the meme that has
Oh.
now started? It was the user, it was Jay Capo T that started just putting the buffering emoji every time love starts to speak. So like the whole chat has started doing it. It's like spreading. Like everyone's using the buffer emoji when love starts to make an argument now. And it's like the absence of her sound is one of the most pleasing sounds in the world.
I mean, she has done this say nothing with every word in the dictionary to an art form. But she's not doing it well because it's so transparent that she's trying to find the correct argument and she speaks while she tries to find it and she fails.
And I think
And
she's
I may-
leaning on Whitaker to make the argument because Whitaker seems to like to educate, which unfortunately means she's giving chances while she's trying to educate,
Yeah.
right? So there's a downside to that because it's like it's like training wheels on the bike mid-trial, 100 days into it. Plus however many other cases and experience love should already have. But I really think she's like been leaning on that. Like, I'll just wait. Because I've noticed love will say like one word quietly when she gets stumped. She'll say one word, get quiet, and go like this. And then wait for Whitaker to fill it in and like explain what she doesn't know to explain.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Blake
sounds
Andrews,
fun.
Nick, if you want to shoot some firearms while you were in Houston, I'm happy to treat. That would be amazing. Yes, please. DM me on X/Twitter and we can set something up. I saw something really funny today when I drove to the Miller Hat store, which first got me giggly and then made me think. I drove through a school zone, which is okay, down to 25 miles an hour. Looked up to the right and saw shooting range. First it was like, really? Ho, 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 really? And then I got to think, yeah, I bet you that school will never have a school shooting. There's too many people there and too many guns for anyone to ever dare to go there and shoot up stuff.
Yeah, I always think
I'm
that
saying
like active shooters at retail locations, but when you're in, because I think some of the major Texas shootings have been in areas that might not be so friendly to guns. And obviously, like if it happens at a school, you're not supposed to just be having guns or whatever. But like I think wasn't there like a recent, was it like a Dallas, was it in a mall in Dallas? Or a strip mall, like an outdoor strip mall in Dallas. There was like a recent active shooter. I think a cop took them out, but it was like it didn't last long. They like neutralized the guy really quickly.
Yeah.
But I think there's a comfortability too of people not being afraid of everything at the same time, like being quick to pull the trigger. Like road rage scares me. If someone ever road rages against me, no matter how right I am and how wrong they are, I'm not going to have a backbone. My backbone will be lower in my driver's seat than the rest of my body. I have no backbone, you win this, because I'm not gonna be the guy that, I just say, hey, my bad, I didn't do that. Why didn't you stop? It was your fault. And then they rage and pull a gun. I'm not. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm a bit 50-50 on it. I don't want to be in such a situation. But if some guy walks out of a car towards me and I see he's not wearing a gun, I'm going out there. Because size matters. But then
I'd probably
again,
try
you
to
never
drive
know.
if there was no car in front of me. Like, I'll drive away and like I'm not dealing with that. It's probably like I see too many stories, but it scares me.
Yeah, I would probably just do one of these and drive around and call the cops. But it's fun to imagine just walking out. Okay, they did not expect the 6'4", almost 300-pound thing coming against them. But then again, you never know, because there's a lot of people out there who are really skilled at fighting that are like 5'5". And I can walk, I have reach, I can't chase. I mean, that's the way it is.
Oh, I don't want to be in that situation. I don't know what it is about road rage stories, but it's like people just don't have any marbles. All the marbles just fall out as soon as they're driving and they get upset about something. Like, I'm not gonna play with it. And then, wait, so is Nate in Texas too? Nate the lawyer? I see Kurt and Nate.
Kurt's
in
Nate
Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should DM them and say, I'm in Houston.
So Nate moved?
Yeah.
I'm slow. I didn't know that Nate lived in Texas.
And civil law is in Texas, but I don't know if he's in Austin or Houston. I do know Kurt allocated somewhere, but I don't know where he is. Yeah, Nate lives in Texas now. That I knew, but I don't know
Yeah, that's
where.
cool. No wonder I thought that, like, I did see them, like, in the same room streaming, kind of spaced apart, and I was like, oh, that's a long vacation for Nate, hanging out in Texas for a long time. It didn't click that he moved, so.
Craig says, I think he is in Houston. Which one of them?
Both of them.
Nate? Both of them. Oh, I will definitely reach out to them.
That'd be awesome.
Because I still have Saturday and Sunday, and if I can visit any one of them, I would definitely do that.
Does Nate have a hat? Because Kurt has a hat.
Yeah, Kurt has a hat. I don't know if Nate has a hat. I know he has a bandana, bonnet, and stuff, but I don't know if he had a hat. He has the ball cap. I've seen him with. Nate, he's been on the YouTubes for almost a decade. But what he has done the past 3 years is amazing. He is about to overtake, I think he's almost neck and neck with EDB now in subscribers.
Someone said that EDB recommended me. Like, I saw it as a comment in my chat, and they found me through EDB, and I don't know where it was, but I, like, died on the inside. I was like, what?
I mean, you have
EDB is
done such
awesome.
you have done such amazing numbers this past week. And I remember when your streams had maybe 500 combined after the stream, and you see 500. Hey, good for you. And then I remember especially that video that had, what was it, 250,000
The civil
views?
forfeiture.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, oh, she's going to explode. And then you just from point to point to point. I mean, you have done well deserving, so amazing. And
it's been cool because like the chat has such a life of its own. Like the thing with the buffering emoji, like I see the buffer, I'm like, oh, that's creative. And the chat's already grasped onto it. The chat has their own brain, like a unified, they have so many different thoughts, but when the chat grasped onto an idea, that emoji is flooding. Someone else said syllable soup instead of word salad. Like they're saying syllable soup, and now there's soup emojis flooding through the chat. Like it's just so fun and interesting to watch. Because one of my favorite creators is this guy named Doug, who does generative AI. He's a coder, and he codes programs that can do voice to text. He'll pick like 4 people from his chat panels. His chat is like through 30,000 people while he records these 8-hour lives that shrink down into these experiments. And he'll be like, all right, today we're going to play, it's going to be like Dungeons and Dragons role playing, but I made a whole fake scenario in Photoshop where your characters are going through a Walmart to try to get the last Nintendo Switch, a special edition Nintendo Switch. But he codes like all the role play scenarios and lets 4 seats be there that members of the chat fill in rotation. But anything they type as their role, it's coded to do an AI voice to text or text to voice. And it's just like seeing what he's able to do with chats and the way his chat votes on things and moves and creates the whole process. About a year ago, I was like, the chat is the coolest feature of YouTube, of Twitch.
Yeah.
It's just unbelievable the things that a chat can do.
Yeah, I mean, from day one when I started this, my channel, and then the first 20 people, most of them are still around. And the growth of it, I mean, I'm growing quite slowly, which I'm quite happy with. I wouldn't mind growing a bit faster, but seriously, I'm fine with this because I'm kind of scared of being an EDB level, just the chat just rushing by. I love this, being able to follow the chat, see what, recognizing people.
Yeah, when I tune into EDB, it has to be back burner because I can't get work done because there's too much in the chat that I won't look away if I actually start to pay attention to it.
Yeah. I don't know if she have someone to pick chats for her in the background. I think she has mentioned it. Because if you're into it, because I'm having issues now. I mean, I'm between 200 and 300 people in the chat right now, or viewers. I recognize people. I'm trying to pull you up as I go along, but I'm on a phone. And it's so unnerving and it's so infuriating. Because I love pulling random
I can pull
stuff
up
up.
comments for you.
Yeah, go ahead. Just
3 YouTube lawyers walking through a Texas bar.
Hey. This is.
Yeah, we definitely need to get, because the 3 of you in hats at a bar would be amazing.
Oh yeah, I will send Kurt and I will do one of these unannounced. Create a group. Oh, this will be fun. Uncivil law. Nate, the lawyer. I have 2 weak glasses or 2 short arms.
This is how Swedes take selfies.
Heyo, I'm in Houston. Meet up? Question mark. There. No, they know.
Should have picked up one of the cases, the 6-packs.
The one, the who, the what?
A 6-pack.
What? Yay! I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
The 3 of you rating it. The 3 of you rating all 4 different ones, but you got to do it blind. Like, don't tell them which one's the cores.
I think they can see which one is the source. I will keep calling this source. It starts with a C. It's source.
Nosy Rosie's heading out. Have a good night, Nosy Rosie.
Aw. Thank you for being here, Nosy Rosie. Thank you for being here.
We got cheers
Now
in the
what
chat.
else? Cheers! Cheers. Now what in the Young Thug trial haven't we spoken about? Well, we spoke about the Woody.
Well, and Steele slapped down Miss Love, saying, I don't remember if that's what happened about Glanville excluding the PowerPoint. So he filed a supplement to the April, like 2 hours ago. He filed a supplement.
Okay.
So it was short. It was
haven't
just
seen
he
that
added one paragraph to the original thing
Oh,
to say here was it being denied and excluded completely back in April, because Love said, I don't remember that. Do you guys want to watch the video of the oral ruling? Because I want you guys to vote. Let me pull it up. Give me like a minute to find it.
Oh, yeah.
Because I want you guys to vote
Yeah.
if you think that Love would actually remember a conversation the way this went back in April. So, don't mind me for the next 30 seconds while I find it on YouTube.
Let's see if I can do this. Chat filter, no. Why can't I? No. Why can't I do a poll? Let's try this instead. Dun, dun, dun. Content live doesn't show. Okay. Fucks. Oops. Nick needs to try Trill Burgers in Houston. DM me or quote tweet me on the Twitters. That way I can see it later today after I'm not as intoxicated. Trill Burgers in Houston, yeah. I have Saturday and Sunday. If that guy gets me to a shooting range, amazing. If I want to try all the burgers, because for you who don't know, I'm a food. My first education was as a food tech. The ground level of that is I started out as chef, but then I got into the technicals about what's in the food. That is my first degree. Then I went into law. So I'm very, very interested in food. And if my thighs didn't, I love good food. I love good food. Ayana Davis, any word on luggage? It's still missing. Hello. Yeah, I'm on a phone, so please read it, Kat. Thank you. Keep it 100 if you don't take that 10,000 gallon hat off. Photo gang. I don't know what that means. Remember, folks, I'm still Swedish. Somebody's muted.
Sorry.
Who's muted? Oh.
Me.
Oh.
It was me. Thank you. See, look how great the chat is. Look at them. Look at them.
Yay!
What's crazy is about when there's like 2,000 people in the chat, they're all at different time spans in the thing. So people will tell you in a wave that you're muted, and you'll be like, oh, can you hear it now? Is the audio playing on the video? And people will still be saying it's muted because they're like a minute behind, 2 minutes behind, 5 minutes behind. And the whole time you've got like a 10-minute period where you're paranoid that you didn't fix the problem. So thank you so much. There we go. Look at that.
Get
And
the
then this
numbers
again
up for
was,
Nick. Yeah.
yeah, always
Hit
hit the
the
like
thumbs up,
button.
hit the subscribe button, folks. Thank you for the super
Look,
chats.
look, all of them still coming in. But that's what
Uh,
happens. And then I'm like, can you still
yeah,
not
but
hear me?
how many times are they just pulling your leg?
I know. It's fine.
I would do it, but then I'm an asshole. So
That's what, if you guys were here earlier for potentially criminal for Sean, one of his member emojis is the mute sign because he boomers so much that he just gave everybody, they just spam that emoji, that member emoji when he's muted. So let him know it's so good.
I have a boomer emoji for members only.
Oh yeah, it's
Where
great.
is it? So I have this one, the boomer, which is old guy with the walker. That's the boomer emoji for members only.
It's very necessary.
Yeah. Oh, they love doing that, even when I'm not boomering. The assholes. But then again, it's all fun and games. I mean, I love doing this because I get the chance of doing things I would never be able to do in my day-to-day job. For you who don't know, hi, I'm Nick. I do labor law. Most of that is contract law. That's not sexy at all. It's so boring. Now, lucky for me, I love reading documents and interpret documents. I've spent 3 years in the European Parliament as a documents analyst between 2009 and 2012. I showed this on the previous stream, and once I get back to my proper equipment and stuff, I can show you again. In that folder for the European Parliament, I have 64,000 emails regarding documents. That is what I did in the European Parliament. Just speed read through documents for the members of Parliament in order for them to get the proper ones in order to get a correct vote or a ruling or an amendment. I did that for 3 years.
My like messages that I haven't read are like a cesspool, so I probably wouldn't be great in that position. I do not keep up with messages.
Okay, but can you please read that document?
Yeah, and don't
while
be
we're
scared,
here?
guys. It's only like a page and a half. It just has a PowerPoint attached to it. So that's why it says 110 pages. But this is from today, a supplement to a motion in limine number 49, which was filed back on April 17th, 2024. And this footnote goes on to remind us that when this motion was filed, the now recused judge orally granted this motion and completely excluded the PowerPoint presentation at issue. This supplement to motion in limine number 49 adds paragraph 4, which details the oral granting of said motion. Because yesterday, Steele tried to remind the court that this was excluded because they're calling Detective Dennis to the stand again. Whitaker was not yelling, but wagging her hand at Love for not notifying the defense on what pieces of evidence will be relevant during Dennis's new testimony. So that was part of her homework assignment for today, to make sure she had that turned over. What are the exhibits that are going to be relevant and any possible evidence that you might use when you call Detective Dennis? And Steele got up and reminded us, if I'm remembering correctly, sometime in April, this PowerPoint was excluded orally by the former trial judge. And sure enough, he had to file this supplement to the thing he filed back in April because Love in court said, I don't remember that happening. So here...
Oh, she's such a liar. I mean...
Yeah. Like, of all the things she swears she has a recollection for, this she doesn't have a recollection of. And she should remember because she should have been preparing to have Dennis get back on the stand. So she should have an
Yeah.
answer for all this stuff. But she played dumb because she wants to be able to wholesale introduce it, as the phrasing is now. So we know the beginning always says Mr. Williams is always innocent of any and all charges. But we get these, we hereby specifically object to all slides that the prosecution purportedly attempts to introduce into evidence at trial before the petite jury through retired Atlanta Police Department Detective Dennis. Attached herewith are 2 narratives that, based upon information and belief, one of which will attempt to be used by Detective Dennis to be introduced at trial. So we still think you're going to try to introduce it, even though all of this has happened. Specifically, Mr. Williams objects to all slides on both of these attachments for the following reasons. 1, slide 1 is an improper closing argument with YSL versus Inglewood Family Bloods. That is not appropriate in this trial and has no probative value and is substantially prejudicial. Slide 2 is objectionable for similar reasons as stated in 1, including all of the department seals and the narration on same. In fact, with the introduction of all these slides, why have a trial with witnesses? 3, all slides contain that's so good, right? Why bother? Just give them the PowerPoint. All slides contain improper commentary and improper opinion evidence and includes impermissible speculation and also violates the Confrontation Clause hearsay. We'll see why. And remember Bruce Harvey's argument yesterday. 4, statements that have been suppressed concerning Mr. Diamante Kendrick are mentioned in these exhibits, as well as a search of Mr. Williams' home, which has also been suppressed. Additionally, there is mention of the search on July 15th, 2015, of a music studio, for which the now recused judge already excluded from evidence. Now, this is the new thing that he's refiling, he's doing the supplement for, because of what happened in court yesterday with Love playing dumb. So on April 17th, 2024, during the trial proceedings, the following occurred. And look at the transcript here, you guys. Look at what he's naming in the transcript.
Recused judge. The shade. The shade.
So, and we can watch it. We can watch it or we can read it. I mean, yeah, let's watch it. It was pretty great.
Yeah.
So there's 2 short clips, but the second one I'm going to play longer than steal timestamps.
All right, counselors, I have several.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Doug Weinstein have asked for a certificate for appeals regarding his motion to dismiss because he believes that this needs to be checked out with an appellate court before the end of this trial. Will he get it? Probably not. But yeah, I mean, we are still hoping for a mistrial with prejudice. I'm 99.5% sure that will not happen. But every filing is a point of an appellate issue. And the more you have, especially the ones that can separate Judge Whitaker's rulings from Judge Glanville's rulings, those are the best ones because that will show that everything in this trial up until Judge Whitaker took control and then how she ruled after, that difference, if that is great enough, should be one of the absolute best appellate issues. Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, it's spelled out in her own words.
Yeah.
And then, hold on, I think I got to skip this back like 5 seconds.
All right, counsels, I have several things I'm going to mark as the next court's exhibits in order. One of them is a motion in limine that was filed in regards to some regarding the redaction of out-of-court statements of D'Angelo White and law enforcement officers filed last night at 9:49 p.m. By Mr. Shard on behalf of Mr. Stillwell. I'm also in possession of Defendant Williams' motion to adopt and add Stillwell's motion in limine, filed on 4/17 at 8:39 a.m. I'm also in possession of Mr. Williams' motion limit number 49, which talks about the PowerPoint slide presentation of some 105 pages that references it's entitled Operation Planners and goes through and has different slides that they're in.
Did it pause? I can't hear you.
Sorry. Oh my God, I'm boomerang. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. But that was that
Hey,
was
I
just
could
the
almost be your
context.
grandfather. If anybody should be boomering, it should be me.
Yeah, it's because I'm tired, you guys. I'm burnt out. But this was the segment to just get us the context. It took Glanville a while to get there, but one of the things that he's talking about is this PowerPoint for Operation Peanuts, the investigation of the death of Donovan Thomas, Peanut, nut. And then he says, go to this YouTube video, and he only says to look at a small portion. We're going to play it a little longer than his clip. So he only wants us to go through like less than 20 seconds here. We're going to watch some more. If you have not watched this trial before June and you have not experienced all of Adrian Love, this will explain it all.
Oh.
Early, and I know why you were here early. Okay. So, but focus. The focus is on why didn't we file this stuff months ago, and let's wind it out and air it out at that point in time. Okay. So I'm going to ask the state their issue on this. Are you cutting this out? Did you have discussions with Mr. Sharp, madam?
We did have discussions.
When?
Well, this morning.
That's too late. The evidence is excluded. The evidence is excluded. I'm going to exclude because I told you that this was going to happen.
We reached out to them.
No. We're excluding that,
Your Honor.
and I'm going to exclude the PowerPoint that you all submitted. Well, you're not going to.
Oh, I got to pause it there because she says right now, we're not even using that, Your Honor. But why is she so pissed that he's excluding it if she's not using it? She's going to say she's not using it today. And now yesterday, this was back on April 17th. Yesterday, this same PowerPoint was an issue. And she still hasn't told the defense what evidence she wants to use when Dennis gets back on the stand. So listen to her.
No. We're excluding that,
Your Honor.
and I'm going to exclude the PowerPoint that you all submitted. Well, you're not going to wholesale introduce it.
We had no intention. Your Honor,
All right.
let's be real clear. We did not intend to introduce this PowerPoint today. I personally reached out via telephone and called at least 2 members of the defense team and asked them to call me back. And I would like
But you all should not be identifying this stuff the moment of trial while the jury's sitting in a box. This is the last. I am not going to tolerate this any further. If you don't get together with your colleagues and flag issues and resolve them promptly, and if I have to take them up, remember, I can exclude them. We'll work the weekends, or we'll do a combination of both. So this time, I'm going to exclude those 2 sections.
Your Honor, Mr. Atkins, he confronted this witness with those sections. I last week let them know that we were introducing that.
If the exhibit's not ready and you haven't made, no, well, Mr. Sharp's got objections to it.
But Judge, Mr. Sharp can get in and have our evidence excluded every day that he makes an objection
No.
at midnight, and then comes in and says.
Well, then you all should have gotten your stuff together before then. Some of our juries, please. Some of our juries. Have a seat, madam. Have a seat. You better exclude it, and next time, make sure you're prepared.
Judge,
Make sure you're prepared next time. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm just not. We are starting right now. It's 1:20. So
we have talked to them. We have said we don't agree.
then file a motion and get it before me, and we'll take it up. Both of you all have equally responsibility to do that.
Admissible information they are seeking.
Oh, it's going to be inadmissible right now.
I'm saying, Judge, that you said to file a motion. There's nothing in
I'm not going to have any more discussion about this, madam. I'm not.
Talk to them this morning
I don't.
about that.
Well, you know what?
And I attempted to try to talk to them earlier this week.
Well, then that's why we have to.
Your Honor, so the court punishes the state because the defense.
I'm not punishing anybody, but but prior preparation prevents poor performance.
Be prepared, Judge. That's why I sent them what I sent them last week. A whole week and a half ago, 2 weeks, Your
I'm
Honor.
not, well,
And I have asked, I have said I would like to discuss.
our jury's coming in, madam. Our jury's coming in. Have a seat.
Imagine Love doing this in front of witnesses. Here
I
is
love
my,
this guy's face.
yeah. Here is what, if this was a Swedish court, she would have been thrown out for even starting to arguing this way to the judge. Doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. If you argue this in that voice, the hammer would go down, everybody would be sent out, and there would have been a talking. But
And don't forget, you guys, Steele only clipped to the part where he said, I'm excluding all of it. He didn't include Love immediately reacting. But if you were clicking this link to actually go back and watch it, maybe Love will, maybe Whitaker will, maybe Whitaker won't. But if she plays it, do you think she'll catch the segment we just watched after he said we're excluding all of it? You think she'll immediately hit pause? Or if she'll see Love do the thing that Love does best? She doesn't have word salad when she's yelling and angry. It comes out as full sentences without stumbles and repeating words.
yeah. And this is why I'm so infuriating regarding the punishment, because if you want to punish Prosecutor Love, you have to tell her she's not allowed to sacrifice baby lambs to Satan. She's not allowed to do those things. I mean, yes, I am a bit hyperbolic about this because I've seen other cases she has handled. My personal opinion, somewhat biased, is that she would suck Hitler's cock to get, if she thought she would get an advantage. That's the word I'm using. I have much work. This is me holding back, folks. Hi, Kat. How are you doing?
Hello. Hello.
I don't think this stream is monetized anymore.
I was gonna say that if it's not going to be monetized, then we can look at the PowerPoint a little bit. But this is what they're saying.
Sure.
Like, and hold on, before we get into the PowerPoint, the whole issue is she's saying that she doesn't plan to use it. She still hasn't told the defense what she's going to use. Dennis is coming back soon. She's supposed to have her 30-day period. Judge Whitaker yesterday said, you're nearing your next 30 days of what you're supposed to already disclose. And you still haven't disclosed the 30 days for this window. And part of that is Detective Dennis. And she still hasn't disclosed that she may or may not be using this PowerPoint because she doesn't want to confirm that she's not going to try to use it. And Steele already raised his hand and said, look, there were oral arguments on some of the audio and video that Shard's talking about, plus this PowerPoint, which the co-defendants all adopted Steele's argument for back in April. The audio and video question was brought up again yesterday too. Well, Shard says, does Love want to bring in audio and video or just the audio? And Love's like, well, Your Honor, we want to bring in the audio. And then she started rambling about social media posts. And Whitaker's like, okay, but he's not talking about social media posts right now. Like, his question was about the videos. Am I understanding that right, Mr. Shard? Yes. And then word salad. Love went into word salad land to try to not answer that she was, in fact, probably going to try to introduce video when she introduces this audio. Like, just frustrating. So for her to say back in April, when Glanville goes, all right, I'm excluding this PowerPoint. I'm excluding it. She gets up in arms and reacts that way while saying she doesn't
Yeah.
plan to use it. How does that energy match your statement that you don't plan to use it? Why would you be so mad that he just excluded it if you don't plan to use it? So.
Yeah, I agree. But for her, this is so essential. I don't care about the words. Her demeanor against a judge, I've never seen the like of it. And I'm not talking about me watching trials here on the YouTube for the past almost 2 years. I've been doing law for over 30 years. I have never even seen anything come close to what's happening now in this trial. And I've seen some weird shit. But the way Prosecutor Love handles herself, I used to say that the only reason why Judge Level should ever be appearing in court is if he was the defendant. When it comes to Prosecutor Love, and I've said this before on streams that may or may not have been demonetized, which this may or may not have been already. I think Prosecutor Love, how do I say this without the worst of words? She enjoys punishing people.
Yeah. That's the only explanation, honestly.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if it's a judge or a fellow prosecutor, but she, for you who have seen my coverage of the Shane Kendall case, she's evil.
Yeah, no, that's a crappy case, and it also goes to show the conditions that when we say that people are being held for months and years, what happened to Shane Kendall as an individual is really atrocious. But then it speaks to the environment itself that others that are in custody also face.
Yeah. I've said this before on not so monetized streams that, in my opinion, I have to say this, for legal reasons, she puts people in jail because she hopes they will die. She is, in my opinion, she might be a serial killer but on the right end of the legal matter, since she has this prosecutorial immunity. I think she enjoys seeing people die in prison.
Just know she got someone off the street, that she knows she got someone off the street, like literally.
Yeah. And I think she might go to church on Sundays and say, oh, I did good. No, she's killing people, in my opinion. And she enjoys it. Oh.
Yeah, Blake Andrews had a great excuse ready for love. I thought you meant Brady evidence for the first 30 witnesses, not the 30 that the next 30 days of witnesses I'm gonna call.
Oh, wow. Folks, I'm slightly intoxicated if you haven't seen it. I'm in my 4th source, or course, or however you pronounce it. But thanks to your generous donations in super chats, and especially via PayPal, I mean, I went through the numbers. Over $400 via PayPal. I mean, seriously, if I had this amount of numbers each day, I could do this 12 hours a day. But I know this is a special occasion, and I've ask you guys for it because the first 30 hours of my trip to America was expensive. But thank you guys for the support and for me to recuperate the. When I say that a third of my fund money went to stuff I didn't plan, thanks to you guys in the chat, I've recuperated half of that. And I'm so grateful. I can't even express the amount of gratefulness I have for you because thank you. Thank you guys. And this is one of the why I love doing this. Not that you give me money, but that you allow me to do this. Even on even on streams.
Was that a
Below
hiccup?
the monitor. Not a hiccup, it was more of a concealed burp.
Okay. I was like,
Shit.
we're getting a hiccup because that could be your version of a buffer.
But I just wanted to say thank you to all you guys in the chat who's been here for over 2 hours now. Thank you. I mean, I'm on my phone. The sound is weird and everything, but thank you guys. Didn't it get it? No, it's still in transit between Detroit and Houston, and it has been so for, I don't know, a day and a half. Yeah, that's it. But I got a hat at Miller's Hats in Houston. Apparently the best hat store in Houston. And no crying. No,
No crying.
Oh, boo-hoo, boo-hoo, boo. No, I rarely
You got to
cry,
do the
but
buffer with
I
a
just-
teardrop. That's the version of crying. When you get choked up on words, you got to do the buffer with tears.
No, I just wanted to express my gratitude to the chat and the viewers because you guys are the reason I keep doing this. I mean, if not for you, yeah, I might have been in a obscure YouTube channel doing weird stuff. But here's the thing about the chat. They keep me on track because they correct me. And that is also one of the reasons why I love my chat. They
Oh my
correct
God.
me when I'm wrong.
I
And
got misled by
love
the
it.
chat. I need your chat. My chat misled me yesterday.
Oh,
I kind
really?
of caught it.
No,
I didn't fully grasp it.
My chat gets me right on track because I've been covering this case since May of last year. I forget things. I mix things
it's a lot.
up. Yeah, it's a lot. I have this giant folder back home with notes and everything. And sometimes I misremember. And the chat is, no, this is how it went. And that's amazing. That's so amazing. The collective memory of the chat who corrects me when I'm wrong. It's amazing. I don't mind being wrong if you correct me and you have this constructive criticism of me. I love it. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's really a power of chat.
Yeah.
Our mislead was really funny. It wasn't like anything crazy. Max Shart had made a tweet yesterday saying like Frank, something about yes, Frank v. America. And so someone was like, oh, Max Shart plans to use some case law. And then someone joined on the panel and was like, I looked up the case. I think it's this one. It talks about contempt, but it was talking about criminal contempt. And I'm like, well, I don't really get it because are they referring to Woody and wouldn't that be civil? Or are they saying that it really should be criminal because it's for punishment? And then I was like, well, this is versus the United States. I don't really ever see cases like this, like Frank v. America. And then like, I was like, so I don't know. I'd have to like read the whole case or see why it's relevant. And then I end the stream and I go look at the tweet again and I'm like, this is probably like about the Olympics. So, and sure enough, I'm like, oh my God, and the stream is over. So I did on the stream, I was like, I'm not sure. But I didn't get to like clear the air and correct it. So
Oh, that's amazing.
because it was Max Sharp, and he's a basketball head, so he was referring to a basketball player using the name Frank for short instead of he has a longer last name. So I was like, oh my gosh, we need to let this man be a basketball nerd in peace and not think that he's reciting case law.
Oh, but
It was pretty
I
great.
do remember Kurt always refers to a Shit v. Creek case.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's so amazing. Oh, wow. Let's see. Do we have any questions I need to for SMI? Sometimes airlines expect you to check and don't call customers with updates. You may find out your luggage has been in Houston since yesterday. Now, last time I talked to the baggage claim, they had put in this, what do you call it? Priority order to get it to me, since I'm technically disabled with the arthritis in my knees and everything, but it's still in transit from Detroit to Houston. So I hope I will get it before I leave Houston. But I have had between 200 and 300 viewers here, even though I'm on phone. So apparently the quality of me, not me, but the quality of the audio and video has less relevance than I anticipated, because you guys seem to be here because you want to know my opinion, and that for me is amazing. Now I do know audio is extremely important, but as of now I can't do anything about it. I'm on my phone.
I think
But
it's fine.
thank you guys.
You're not,
Yeah,
it
thank you
sounds
guys.
more like empty room and not echoing voice. There's a difference. Echoing voice can be irritating because it makes things hard to understand. But room
Yeah.
echo's not quite the same as.
Let me twirl this for a second, just so you see where I am. There's the couch, there's the window. Oh,
Yeah, show us your red Solo cups. There's enough for the whole chat. You
I
could use
accidentally
like
put.
maybe like a pillow like behind you to catch some of the echo. I don't know if it would help.
I tried that yesterday, but this is such a vast space that I put chairs with pillows and everything, and it was still an echo. But hey, thank you guys for. I mean, I just thank you guys and cheers. Now, as I said before, I know over $400 via PayPal and $250 via super chats and stuff. I mean, seriously, guys, thank you. I can't thank you enough for allowing me to do this. I mean, now this broad over here, these
I was
are
gonna say,
rookie
I was gonna
numbers
make a
for
joke about that 400 might be FOGO money if you're in Atlanta.
But this cat is so well deserving of every piece of success she has. She's doing an amazing job on this.
You're making me want to get a little tiny drink. I don't drink much, so I can't like. I literally only have one drink on stream. I get like cherry red in the cheeks the second I have like a sip of something. I just turn into a tomato.
I've been driving around and walking outside for a couple of days now, and I'm getting a bit tanned. I don't know.
I love Aussie Tank. Aussie Tank says, "Who does your hair and what is your skincare routine? How do you look so young?"
Me or you?
Mm-hmm. You. I don't have
Me?
hair to do. It's all you.
My hair is shampoo and a fuckload of conditioner, and then I sleep with a bonnet. And skin, I don't know. For you who don't know, but once you realize it, I'm a deathcore black metal kind of guy. I haven't seen daylight for 40 years. So my skin hasn't been in sunlight for quite some time.
Oh man. Since I moved to Florida, like people will drive by someone that looks like they should look younger, but they have tan skin and they're a bit wrinkled. And
Yeah.
other Floridians, whoever I'm hanging out with, will be like, "That's why you got to stay out of that Florida sun." And I'm like, well, good thing I never go outside.
Yeah. But I'm Scandinavian. The absolute northern part of Europe, 1,000 years of Scandinavian inbreeding. Now, do I get tanned from time to time? Sure. But it's not it's not what I aim for. So maybe that is why. And then it's also lighting. Lighting on this stream, yeah, because I have all the light fixtures in the apartment is going here. Because I heard that yesterday because it was just me and the phone and no lights, and I got the comment that you look different. It's not good, it's not bad, just different. And that's all about lighting in the YouTube thing is because at home I have a light over there, a light up there, and a light up there that kind of takes care of all the wrinkles. But folks, I've
You don't
been
really
in my
have wrinkles.
50s. Yeah, I've been in my
Doesn't look like
50s
it.
I've been in my 50s for quite some time. So, yeah, but this is still lighting here. Yeah. So,
I think you're youthful.
where's the right end? Where's the right end of this hat? Yeah, I'm good. But I think more of it is in my teens, 20s, and 30s. I worked a lot of nights, so my skin didn't get all the sunlight. And then I have all the beard that covers all the wrinkles that is in this area. I haven't been clean shaven since the last time I was clean shaven was, I believe, in maybe 1998 or 1999.
Are you gonna wear? I don't think you'd wear it in the courthouse. I wish you could, though. I was gonna say, are you gonna wear it when you go to the courthouse, Fulton County? See if love recognizes
What?
you. But then I'm like, you wouldn't wear a hat in the courthouse.
This one. Oh, she won't recognize me with the hat. It's without the hat. And if either Miss Love or Bonnie Willis sees me, if they can find an excuse to put me in jail, they will.
Look at everyone saying hello.
Oh,
We have new guests. So if you guys didn't know, N.Starow is currently stateside.
I'm in Houston. Hey. Well, we got up to 380 people here. Wow. Hello, folks. I'm drinking local booze and source.
I love that it was recognized you must be in Texas.
Yes, folks, I'm in Houston. I've been here for a couple of days. It's been a nightmare because of travel and rental car, but I'm doing okay. I've been to Walmart. I've been to Miller's Hats. I've been eating at Whataburger. So I'm doing all the Texas stuff, and I have this wonderful Texas local family thing, bourbon.
And your
And I
next
do
drink
that
should be for
because-
Drea. Because it's Drea's birthday officially.
This stream is what?
It's Drea's birthday.
What? Oh, happy birthday! Should we sing? I'm drunk
Oh,
enough to sing.
We're not gonna sing. I'm not gonna sing. I'll be out of sing. You can sing.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. What's the name? Andrea? Andrea. Happy birthday to you. Cheers. You're muted.
I'm a boomer. I've done it like 3 times, and I'm the sober one. But yes, happy birthday. Drea is the greatest.
Oh. Oh, happy birthday. Was it Andrea her name was? I don't know.
Yeah, she goes by Drea for
If-
short. Drea is her YouTube name.
Yeah, whoever's birthday. Is there anybody else who has a birthday? Because I'm drunk enough to sing here. If you have a birthday, say it, and people will give super chats, and then I will sing again.
They all just came in from watching the same exchange we just watched of Miss Love screaming about the PowerPoint.
Oh, which where we rated? I have no idea because I'm on phone. I can't
Yeah,
see
it doesn't show. But they're all on the same page that we were just on, like that supplemental filing.
Blake Andrews, can we get Kauronic to say howdy, partner? Or damn it! What? Howdy, partner.
This is good too. Do you pronounce this as Da Vinci? I'm going to pretend it's Da Vinci,
No.
even if it's not. She just mutes to get attention. It works.
Da Vinci? What?
Right?
Sora rated, we posted this live stream into Cat's chat. Oh, did you rated me, Cat?
A little bit. I had set up a
What?
redirect for a premiere, but I guess the redirect didn't
Oh.
work. But we had posted the link so people would come here.
Oh,
Especially
thank you,
Ghost.
Cat.
Ghost is like the greatest with links. Drea is great with links too, but it's her birthday. She shouldn't be working. Okay,
Where
yeah,
is
so it
Miss
is
Bumpus?
Devin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Miss Bumpus has the link. CD has the link. I mean, a lot of folks has the links. But
He said
sometimes
he was
I mean,
popping up. I think I saw him like 5 minutes ago saying 10 minutes. So,
Who?
Seti.
Oh, Seti Nash. It's
I
going
lost
to be
the
Yay!
chat, so I can't check the timestamp. I don't see it. But
That-
he said 10
Seti
minutes some
has the
minutes
link.
ago.
Yeah, everybody who normally is here has the link, and a bunch of other people as well, because it's Friday panel show. Now we had Kathy still here, and then we had Sean. If you haven't subscribed to Sean, you should.
Sean, guys, Sean is the one. I'll pull his link, but Sean is the one. He does a Thursday news stream, and he didn't even put YSL in the title. I saw he was live when we ended our chat yesterday. I pop in, and he's mid reading the denial of the mistrial motion yesterday, and he's just screaming. He's pissed off. It was great. It was so great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab that link, drop it for you guys.
Yeah. For you who don't know, Sean is on YouTube is potentially criminal, and he is an actual criminal defense attorney. And Jesus Christ, he has words. I mean, this is one of the guys with this shining steel spines that you want on your side. That is Sean, potentially criminal. Let's see here, what else? I'm trying to read here. What's he drinking? Looks like whiskey. I am drinking this one. Local Texas bourbon. It is called Sweetheart Bourbon of the Rodeo from Cooper Family Whiskey, Fayette County, Texas. And this is a really good one. I mean, once I get to New Orleans, I will get a bottle of local New Orleans bourbon, but this is really good. If you want to sponsor my channel, it's up for the grabs. This is good. This is, I mean, I'm a bullet bourbon kind of guy, but this is good. I hope I can get this home with me, unless I have drunk it all. Cheers!
Yeah, when Seti comes up, I might run to the kitchen real quick. I was supposed to put in, so I was gonna make roasted chicken. I had it marinating. I was gonna make it for dinner. I was gonna put it in the oven like at like 6 o'clock, and then I was like, oh god, the stream. So forgot, completely forgot.
Porcelain Thunder, now all Nick needs is a belt buckle the size of a dinner plate. Oh, I need to get myself a belt buckle. Oh, thank you. I need to get myself a belt buckle. Here's the thing with belt buckles, they hurt. At my size, this region kind of pulls over.
Like when you sit down, it's not a good time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Now, if I have been 5'9" and 280, maybe that would have been a bigger issue. But at least I'm 6'4" and 280, so maybe. Let's see here. What else do we have here? I wish I could do this better, but I don't have. You could use a pair of overalls since he's a farmer. I have those overalls at home. Laura Pericord just finished a premiere Cats. What happens if love doesn't get everything turned into the defense today? My guess is some sort of time management training for the stage.
Yeah, another video. How come they didn't give a remedy, a sanction in response to Weinstein's motion for a second video? How come they only have to watch one video when there were two motions? Come on. And then, hey, Seti.
Yeah.
Y'all tell me? Am I in here? All right, cool. Hey, good evening. Kat, how's it going? Nick, how's it going?
We were just talking about these video homework assignments.
Oh, okay. What an interesting. I knew all of that stuff was going to get rejected, but the reasoning was more my curiosities. So, they're going to turn. The crowd is going to turn on Judge Whitaker. I say if the jurors don't do what we expect them not to do, by next Friday they're going to turn on her.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
it's
Judge Whitaker's rulings are. I hoped for something else, but I'm still not surprised. Sadly.
yeah, it's an interesting day because essentially she just basically took the I don't want to say the coward's way out, if that's the best way to say it, but she
She
did the
copped out.
huh?
Definitely.
She copped out? Yeah, 100%. I can yeah, but here's what I found interesting. Kat, you can tell me if you thought it was funny as hell. When basically she said and she quoted Woody and she said, I have never in my life been truthful about anything ever except this moment right here. It's like, because she
The
I mean,
but
I was
I
saying the
mean,
quoting Woody drives me nuts because she didn't want to hear him.
That's an oxymoron in itself because you can't disprove that in any way, shape, or form. It's an oxymoron. I've never told a lie until now, but that's an oxymoron. You cannot rely on that. I mean, that is old school logical deficiency. If you have a piece of paper in front of you and it says turn the other page, turn the other page, turn the other page, that is what it's saying. I have never told a lie until now. Let's just turn it the other page. Turn it.
well, he said I never
That
told
is,
the truth until now. That was the funny
yeah,
part.
yeah.
I've never been truthful about anything in my life up until now, which to me said she didn't believe a damn word that cop said, and I rewatched that whole entire cop's testimony, and I found out why.
Hmm.
She
Yeah,
called his ass out the line and didn't call him out. She
Yeah,
literally
I didn't like
got him
that.
for lying and literally did not call him out. He said the whole time to Love, Woody never said anything about a shooting. Then when Shark crossed him, he said the same thing. But when the judge crossed him, she said it for him and he said yes.
And then the other thing that's interesting about him was his long pauses, his very, very long pauses when he was trying to answer. To me, it wasn't like you were reading one page. This is way longer than you need to look at one page. You were trying to think of an answer that wouldn't catch up. Because he was like looking at a page, he'd like flip one pretty quick, then the next one he'd linger on a little longer, then flip that one like he read it, then flip another one, go like this. Like doing all the things to pretend he was reading, but I think he was just trying to look for an answer.
So this was the question that I proposed to my chat when we were going over it that day. Who gets more punishment? Is it the lawyers or is it the investigative cop for lying on the stand?
Oh, that's a good question.
Well, it's the obvious
Because
answer.
so far, the investigating cops have gotten zero punishment so far.
And if you're a lawyer, you get disbarred.
Oh, definitely. For the same reason, if you went up on the witness stand and said the things that they said, if you had done that as a defense attorney for the sake of argument, oh, fuck, you would have been disbarred for doing that.
That doesn't make sense because
good.
Hilton should have been called, but that's probably why you're getting at it, why she wasn't. Because she would be the one that would be the witness to if Kayla's standing here, Copeland's standing here, and Hilton's standing here, and Long is somewhere over here. The witness you should be calling, if you don't think Kayla's credible, because she clearly indicates that she doesn't find Kayla credible to me in that motion. You don't think she's credible. Your next person in earshot there might be Copeland, but you don't ask him about this when he's here during this week. You kind of ignore one of the things that he said. And then you also don't ask Hilton. So how are you asking somebody that's outside of earshot?
Ooh, yeah.
But you don't want to call Hilton probably because you put someone at risk, possibly losing their bar if they're caught lying about something. So looking out for the lookout.
And And I'm not telling people to
Now,
leave the chat right now, but all of this, I prove it through words and a couple of memes. Well, just one meme in particular, today. So that's probably the reason why that video got like 100,000 views, is because it was like, oh snap, like this is terrible.
Is it the one
you got
titled?
100K views? Jesus Christ! Huh?
You
Well,
only did one video today. I'll link it.
Nice.
yeah, yeah. YouTube
No,
is kind of weird with me like that. Like that's why I had to start a clips channel, because I would have did the damn video today, but I'm gonna have Kayla on with me tomorrow. If you want to join in, it's early. Hey, please, Chai Diggy, please don't call this shirt that. It's a tank top, sir. It's not. When y'all say the white beater stuff, like y'all don't understand how disrespectful of a word it actually is. So please refer to it as a tank top. I correct every man and every woman who says that. It is not a quote unquote white beater. Y'all y'all are advocating domestic violence when y'all say that.
yeah.
That's a good point. I think it's like an
heard
ingrained
that-
terminology, but worth correcting for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that before in my chat, because I have the hat, I have the demeanor, and they said, wear camo and a wife beater and you're full American. And I know what they're going for, but I really don't like the term wife beater. But before I do that, thank you to Tanya via PayPal, $100. Jesus Christ, thank you. And
Well, Nick, here's the reason. It's become common vernacular, and people, they don't say it like WIFE space beater. They don't say it that way, so we've accepted it as just common words. You get what I'm saying? So they don't like. I've had to question a couple of people when they say that. They like, what? I said, this is the shirt that they call them when you're beating on your wife. You take all your shirt off and you just bring your tank top on. That was what it was. That's what it derives from. That's literally
for over here in Scandinavia. It's not just the tank top; it's that threaded one. Do you know what I mean?
chainmail.
Chainmail. Yeah, no, but threaded. You have a tank top, but it's just not the full body thing. It's just the one with the threads.
Oh, y'all
in
wearing
the
crop
pattern.
tops over there?
What's that?
Midriff.
Yeah, like the short shirt.
The short shirt.
So it goes like to your sternum. It's the shirt that goes to your sternum. If when you play football, we used to wear them when we played football. We used to wear them, but now, yeah, you wouldn't catch me wearing that anywhere right now.
I have luckily no idea what that is, but cheers. This is for Tanya's $100 via PayPal. Thank you.
I need to start drinking and getting paid for that.
I don't mind because I'm going to be here until Monday, and yeah.
You get to hang out.
The chat is so extremely generous. I mean, this another $100 via PayPal gets me to $500 via PayPal. I mean, seriously, thank you guys.
Do you play any instruments?
You can picture him with like just hanging out.
Yeah, I forget I forget the country band, but he looks like one of those guys. But then he kind of looks like Rob Zombie a little bit, and then he kind of looks like an old school sheriff. So I don't really know.
I get it.
I played some guitar, I've played some drums, but I've been nowhere near any. My dad was a studio musician in the 60s, but me, no, I can't sing, I can't play, I can read documents. That's my thing.
Yeah.
But I bought this today in Houston. So from Miller Hats. Yay! So I guess I'm getting American.
American, not well. You're becoming a Texan, which nobody likes. No, I'm joking. I'm just kidding.
No, I've been drinking so far the Source beer. The Source.
That's what I
I don't
drink
know
when I
if
drink beer. I drink Coors. Yeah.
Source, yeah. But a friend of mine is one of these really beer drinking, so I do have this one, and this one, and this one as well.
That one looks cool. That's the
Local.
one
You
I would
have
try
the liver
first.
of a 22-year-old right now. There ain't no way in hell. There ain't no way in hell. Oh my gosh.
Said we need to get together to have a combined stream sometime. We would have so much fun.
He'll teach you how to do the drinking streams right, Seti.
Oh, me and Seti on a drinking stream. Seti.
Um. e-
No,
No,
I'm Swedish.
I'll have a drink because I just quit my hiatus in July. I went on a hiatus from November all the way until July. I hadn't had a drop, so I ain't really tripping. Yeah, we could do that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I
Okay.
quit. Like I did
will
3
be
years without drinking before.
That's
Mhm.
awesome.
Now I will be in New Orleans on the 13th. I will be in Atlanta 14 to 15. I will be in Knoxville area. Yeah.
Yeah, but I
then
can't
again,
see. I can't drink too much because I'm gonna have firearms on me, and yeah, you can't really get too trash with firearms on you.
Yeah, I know. Me and Jeff over at Legal Vices, we had a Viking drink off last year, and I think we both had more than a bottle and a half of whiskey in that Viking drink off. So, and I don't remember much of it, but apparently I won. So cheers.
The dude said I want a 40 ounce. I've never drank a 40 ounce in my life. I had drank a Coke 45 and it wasn't bad, but 40 ounce, hell no. Why do you have firearms on you? Because I'm an American who believes in my right to bear arms in multiple ways.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if you heard this before because I was driving up to the Miller Hats company, and on the way there was a school zone, so I have to drive in 25 miles an hour. I looked up to the right and I saw a gun range. First, I thought, ha ha ha, that's funny. But then that school zone, I could bet you good money, will never have a school shooting because they have a gun range close to it. There's too many guns and too many people having guns near that school for anybody to try anything. What do you
Well,
think?
it's not necessarily that it depends on the police presence and their ability to keep doors closed. The simple way to fix America's problem with like school shootings and all that, 3 officers, every single elementary, high school, middle school, cameras all around, keep a police officer at the door, keep doors closed, and treat it like you do the black schools in the inner cities. You do that, you don't hear about school shootings at no predominantly black high schools at all because they already getting searched at the door for weapons. Problem
Isn't
solved.
that like starting to become a common thing now too, or is that not a common thing? I feel out of touch with how I haven't been in a school in a very long time, but the last time it was a metal detector and it was kind of like sort of suburban school, I would say. Is it becoming more common or is it just I'm out of touch? I don't know.
Well, I have 4 high schoolers, and none of those schools have metal detectors. I stay in a very how can I say this in a nice way? A very suburban area, and the freaking high school looks like a college. It has so many courses in there that I told my son, if you don't come out a scientist or a doctor, you're going back in. But they didn't have any metal detectors. And to the chat, Woody will be there. So yeah, I'm from South Central Los Angeles, and I'm a whole face of a particular area. All that stuff you guys talk about with people and all that stuff, that really doesn't scare me at all. Because if you knew who I was, you would know I'm nothing to play with. I'm just a nice guy. But I told Woody to come on, so he'll be there.
Yeah,
And then
I think I asked you this before, but you are not in the Atlanta area, are you?
Cat?
oh me,
No,
sorry, I didn't hear
Fanny.
you say the name.
No, I live in Cobb County. That's the funny part. I actually stay in Atlanta, so it's like, oh, all right.
Okay. Will you be there around August 14 and 15? Because I will be in court on
Yeah,
August
no, I'm gonna
14
show
and
up.
15.
So I gotta get an attorney on retainer because I think I might go to jail when I show up to court on the 14th. So I'm definitely gonna put an
Yeah,
attorney on retainer.
I might need the same lawyer because if I show up in court, either Fanny Willis or Miss Love wants me jailed.
Well, I put out a lot of stuff that I'm fairly certain that they didn't want out. So I put out discovery tapes and phone calls and all that stuff, and I'm fairly certain they're gonna want to know how I did it, why I did it, and all this stuff, and I'm not gonna answer them. So they're gonna be pissed off with that.
I will be right at your side
I
when
think I'm
that
gonna be
happens.
separated. They're not gonna arrest me. They're gonna detain me.
We need to lock arms when we get there because two guys, 6'3", 280. Yeah, good luck. Oh yeah,
So
but I will be. Right, yeah,
but I have
sorry.
an expert at me. No. Well, because when I went to another trial in Chicago, the feds, the FBI had snatched me out of court. So yeah, that's why I'm saying that. I'm not saying that to the people. I'm not saying that just to not say that. Like, it made Chicago Sun Times. So I'm not trying to get detained again. I technically was not arrested. They wanted to know why I said what I said about a video, but it was satire and they didn't find it funny. So they wanted to try to scare me. It didn't work, but they did scare me when they said, well, we're going to tell YouTube on you. And I just deleted the video. So yeah. If the FBI say they're gonna snitch on you, just do what they tell you to do.
Nick, I
But
gotta jump
whatever
off. I gotta make
happens,
something to eat, but I'll come back on if you guys are still going in a bit. I never ended up making dinner. I'm gonna make something quick.
no,
I got about like
I'm
7 minutes.
I'm at the back end of this because I had a few beers and a few shots, and the
A
guys
shot?
in the I had 5 of these.
I see you taking more shots than the phlebotomist, so I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, this has been a great stream, but yeah, thank you, Kat. Thank you, Sadie Nash, for being here. I think I'm on the roll up of this stream because we've been going on for 2 hours and 43 minutes.
Nick, you know you're slurring a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Do me a favor, step out of the car, please.
Oh no, they're
What
more like
seems to be the officer problem?
No worries. First of all, I need to thank the chat for everything, and thank you for the via PayPal. Thank you the super chats and everything. Thank you, Kat, for being here. Kat, okay, let's do this. Kat, who are you and where are you?
Kat, not Williams. I'm on YouTube. On your channel a lot also. That's all I've got.
Sadie Nash, who are you? Where
I'm on
are you?
YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, X. Cat, I just followed you too, by the way.
Yeah, I thought I was following you already, but there we go.
We got tagged in a bunch of stuff, but somebody had to make the first move. And like with most people, I always make the first move. So,
Works for me.
this is a terrible college humor.
Oh,
But
shit.
yeah, I'm pretty much. Well, I even got to Facebook, but I gave up on that. Facebook, if you're not paying them, they don't push your stuff at all. At all. So yeah. Plus, they want reels. They don't want actual like clips. They want actual just reels about your stuff. Which whatever.
Yeah. All right, and I'm Nick. I'm the Nick on LawTube that hasn't gotten into trouble. And thank you everybody for being here. And I'm going to do the off I fuck motion. Thank you everybody for being here. Thank you to Nash. Thank you to Sean earlier. Thank you to Kat. And I'm just going to end the stream because I need to go to sleep because I'm fucking tired. All right. Thank you all.